Hi, I'm Dr. Joyce Man, and I'm the Learning and Development Manager in Psychology Services for ORS. Today is Are You OK Day, so I thought I'd share some of my top 5 tips on strategies to manage lockdown. You know, it's a particularly stressful time for a lot of people, an overwhelming and relentless time. And number 1 is to focus on what we can control. Just because there is so much that is out of our control, we need some sense of stability and predictability in our lives. So being able to decide, what you have for breakfast, what you choose to wear that day, when you go for that walk, all of these things may seem small, but they can also still give you some sense of stability and control in your life. Number 2 is to go back to the basics. So what I mean by that is being aware of whether you're getting enough sleep every day. Are you eating your meals on a regular basis? Are you eating healthy food? Are you finding some form of activity to do every day? Are you connecting with your friends and family? All these things that we usually do are there to help us. So we need to make sure that we can resume it in some kind of shape and form. 3 is to set boundaries. So setting boundaries on how much we're exposed to the media, to the news, things that can be upsetting for us and triggering for us, and acknowledging when we don't want to be exposed to that for that particular day because we're having a particularly vulnerable day, and that's okay. And setting boundaries around our work and our personal life. It's particularly more challenging if you're working from home and not having that physical space between your work and your home environment. So having some kind of routine to help you transition from that space is helpful in helping you tune off work. Number 4 is to know your own limits. We're all human beings. We all have our limits to what we can cope with, and it's really important to know where that limit is, because the more we try and take on and the more we don't look after ourselves, that's when things like burnout can happen. And lastly, reaching out to others when you need support yourself, and reaching out to others when you think they might need support, so that we're not alone in our time during COVID.